Hello everyone. Today we are talking about if it's okay for parents to be allowed to choose careers for their kids, or is it okay for the kids to choose their career by themselves? So, what's your go on that?
For me, I think it's okay for parents to choose career for their child. Because they have more experience and they know a lot about career paths.
Yeah.
Yeah, most at times, children make decisions based on what their peers did or something, but parents knows it all. They know what is suitable for the kid and they know which perfect career is good for them.
Yeah, well, for me, I think it's okay to let the kids choose their career by themselves because, no one knows anyone more than themselves. Like, every kid knows themselves. They know where they're, like, what they want by themselves. Like, they know where they're pushing towards to. Like, most of the time, kids get this very big pressure from parents because parents want their kids to do what they want, not really what the kids want. And, kids know themselves, like they know where they perform very well and they know things they have passion for. And most of the time, parents tend to push their kids to do things they want, not really what the kids want. So,
For me, parents knows their kid more. They know where their inclination lies. Sometimes kids make these pair mistakes, and the Bible will say there are ways meant right unto a man, but the end is destruction. So your parents will be there as a guardian. They will direct you. They will make sure, because if you are their child, they will make sure that every decision they made or they decide for you is what suits you, and at the end, you will come out in flying colors. That's
yeah.
what I think.
Yeah, but for me, I think I think kids should be allowed to do things they have interest in, and not really what their parents want. Like, because if imagine choosing a career of what you don't have interest in,
Most kids don't know what they want.
yeah, like it's
Like a lot of people, when they are growing up, like they would like to be, like they say, I want to be doctor, I want to be this, I want to be that. Probably you find out that that person is acting inclined. You understand?
yeah,
But
yeah.
because of what Obi says they want to be doctor, all of a sudden they decide to be doctor. When you give them a chance,
If you push a child to do things based on what the parents want, like it's just going to be like they are doing something because of you as their parent and not because they really want to do that. And when you look at their results and how well they are doing academically, you will see the result of everything that they are not performing very well here because this is not really what they have passion for.
yeah, you are saying it in the case of the child wanting to do something like medicine. What if in a situation where the child, like the parents don't have the finance to support the kid for his career or not his career, you
Right, that's a
understand?
different case
It's
altogether.
not a different case
Yeah,
altogether.
it's a different
Then they
case
will have to
altogether.
look at it. They will have to look at it. They have to look
Yeah,
at
well,
the whole
there are
thing to
student
see,
loan, there are
because
student loans
most
you
of
can take for if you want to sponsor your
yeah.
kid for education, and you trust your kid, like you can take a loan. That's not an excuse.
It's an excuse. In most countries, in most third world countries, all these things are not functioning. It's not as if they are not there, but they are
Well,
not working.
okay.
You can in many countries, especially in African countries, you can go to many places to bank to take loan for a child or
Okay,
something
let's
like that.
say okay.
When you know you don't have something to pay, you don't understand.
Well,
So to
well,
me, I think since your parents, God put your placed your parents there as your guardian, it's a very nice idea if they decide for you, because they know you, they see your results. You come home every day. They know when you talk. They can sense you.
okay.
Yeah,
I will explain
understand?
something to you. Most people tend to fail in life. You know why? Because they abandon what they really want to do as human beings, and they do things their parents want them to do. You know why people tend to do that? Because let's say you're a medical doctor and you have a kid. Imagine a medical doctor. Like, do you think a medical doctor will accept the kids that want to be a dancer or a musician? It's very rare. Like, imagine this kid have a very strong passion for music. He doesn't want to go to school. He wants to like do music. He wants to dance. Like, it's very hard for parents to really accept that.
Yeah,
And now you're going to push a kid away from what they really want, things they have passion for, and you push them to like go and study medicine for me. And sometimes I okay, when kids are growing, when you have a son, when you look at your son, like you imagine yourself in your son. And sometimes parents tend to push their kids to do things they couldn't do when they were younger. Like let's say you have a career, you wanted to be a lawyer when you were a kid, but finally you became a doctor. Many parents would push their kids to become a lawyer just because they didn't get the chance to accomplish that, like that their fantasy of being a lawyer. They push their kids there because they see themselves in their kids. And that shouldn't be the way. Like you should really let your kids like explore in what they want. Like you should really have this like very clear conversation with your kids to be able to figure out what they really want to do.
Yeah, what you're saying is right, but in most cases, families have standard. They know what they want for their family. The family set standard, you know. So most of the times, family don't want that standard to come to be low or something. You know, most of the times now, you come from most families like royal family. Whenever, if it's in terms of marriage, they always want their kids to get married from a royal home, just to set that standard. That is in the same case. Yeah, most of the times, parents want to send that particular family standard in their kids. And in those times, I believe that human being can do anything. It's like matter of passion.
So you think it's okay for someone who has passion for music to go into medicine because of the family standard?
You can still be a lawyer and be a musician. A lot of them in music
I mean, like,
you can
imagine, like, it's really hard for parents.
It's not about
how can you accomplish that if your parents or your guidance are against you? Like, it's really almost impossible for you. And let's say, for example, like we all have, as human beings, we have right to choose, and as a kid or as a child, you have the right to choose what you want and things you have passion for.
Yeah.
So where are those rights if your parents decide what you become?
This is not right. It's not right. This is how about you seeing this thing as right? What about you seeing it as guiding, like they are guiding their child?
Yeah, you can't guide the child to what you want.
They are old enough. They say what an elder sees or will sitting down. Even if a child is standing up, you won't see it.
Like what I'm saying, like you can't pressure a kid to do what you want because you want the kid
pressure.
to do that.
This is not, you are saying it in a more aggressive way. No, that's not what I mean.
No, like
this thing is guidance. They are protecting their. No parents wants something bad for their kids. In the first instance.
That's true.
Every kid, every parent wants.
Every parent wants the best for the kids,
yes,
and that's the main problem. Why some parents sometimes get too carried away. They don't even pay attention to what the kids really want. They focus on what they want and how they want their kids to be, not even how really the kids want to be. Like in so many situations, like it's really hard for parents to really support their kids when they are going far away from what their initial plans for the kids are.
Yeah, I understand what you are saying, but you are not trying to make it look bad that parents guiding their child to what they want is bad.
So the guidance you're giving to any child should be based on what the child is like, the passion of the child. It shouldn't be what you want as a parent for the child.
And I'm telling you that most of the times, these kids make decisions based on what their pay group did. It's not necessarily what they want. Like someone will just come out back and say, Mom, I want to be a medical doctor. And you check his result. He's art inclined. Like everything about him, he's not good in math, but every other thing about art, he's.
But for that kid,
you know that this person is not fit for medicine.
But for that kid to walk up to you and tell you, Mom, Dad, I want to be a medical doctor. He has passion for it. Like he feels like he can.
Most of the times, it's not passion. That's what I'm saying.
Like
It's not passion. They are just most of the time they are saying this thing because Obi just said it, Emeka just said it because it's what they heard from their pay group. That's what I'm saying.
So, how do you figure out like this is the main thing?
Look what I'm telling you. Parents see your result. Yeah. You come home every day. You perform. You talk. They interact with you. They know where and what fits you. You understand? So what I'm saying is, since they are there, as God placed them there as your guidance, that is their duty to always guide you.
Yeah,
if you are perfect, what's the sense of the guidance?
So let me ask you, for example, let's say for example, a child that is more like business inclined, and your parents want you to go into academic like profession like that. Like, so how do you think he's going to?
What about the child that is business inclined but wants to do medicine?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like that's the main thing I'm saying. Like he has passion for business, but the parents want him to go to school. Like he doesn't want to go to school. Education is not what he wants.
You don't understand it. Most
No.
of the times, yes, I'm telling
No,
you.
we are
most
talking
of-
about. We are not talking about illusion here. We are talking
It's
about
not
the real
about-
fact.
No, it's
Like,
not about.
so you mean like because
someone a child can be deceiving himself.
how do you know a
Yes,
child is
he don't
deceiving
know
himself?
what he wants. There are so many people like that. They don't know what they want.
Yeah, there are some people who don't know what they want, but we are talking
And
about
those
a child
things,
who
if
knows what they
they
want.
continue doing it, like someone now just came out and said, "Mom, I want to be a musician."
Yeah,
He has the passion.
yeah.
But the amount of time that he's going to spend to get up there, for someone that wants to do medicine, he can finish it in like 5, 6 years. But you
Well,
see that person spending 20 years
Yeah,
without even
this is
getting
passion.
there.
Yeah, that's
and
his
he
passion.
will die not just like that.
Yeah, that is passion. Like that's
That's
if
waste.
if you can't die for what you believe, then what you believe is
That's
wrong.
waste.
Like
It's
this
not
is
about-
passion. Like if you have passion for it, that's the only reason that make you not to give up
That's
on
what
it.
I'm telling you.
Because you have
What
passion
about-
for it.
what-
If you don't have passion for anything, you can easily quit
You
on
can
it
easily-
because you don't have passion for it.
And that's what I'm telling you that someone can still love music,
Yeah.
then finish his school, graduate, and become a
So
medical
so
doctor.
why
Still go back to music.
so why do you have to waste those time and those money in studying medicine if your passion
You
is
can have
music? Why
double-
not support those kids to do music because that's what they want?
Yes, because these people knows you. They know this are you are.
But
they are your
they
God.
know, yeah, they know
These
you,
people
but
are your God,
they know you, but
understand?
this is what you want. Like this is what you want as a kid. Like this is what you have. You know, like there are
I
some
just
things-
told you.
Like generally,
I told you.
like generally,
there are
generally,
ways.
generally things I know. Generally, there are things you just have to understand, like about parents. Like most of the time, like parents visualize themselves in their kid, and they tend to push their kids to do things they couldn't like do when they were in those age. And you know, this is 21st century for crying out loud. Like the time of our parents, the way things operate those times and the way things operate now are completely different. And you know, imagine like they want you to follow the standard of the way things were at those times when your mom have to tell you how to do things, how to behave, and all this. And you know, things don't go that way
What are
anymore.
you saying? Are you trying to
No,
say
I'm not
that,
saying-
that kids don't no longer need their parents?
No, they need their parents. Yeah, they need their parents in choosing career too. Like, but you
These
as a
people-
parent choosing
this-
your kid's career should be
this
according
career,
to
these
what the
people are-
child
this-
wants.
Yeah, these people are the people that are going to finance this.
Yeah, they are going
They
to
know their
finance. You can't
capability.
finance what
They
you
know-
want. You have to finance what the kid
What if the
wants.
fund is not there?
Yeah, if the fund is not there, it's another different case
It's not-
altogether.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
let's
yes,
say
we are
okay,
looking at-
okay,
we are looking
let's
at
say
it
you want
in
your
a
child.
broad
Okay, let's say
way.
in
We
a
are
way.
just looking
Okay,
at
let's
it
say
in a-
you're a musician and you want your kid to be a musician and your child wants to play football.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's a conflict of interest there, you know, because you are into the music line. You might it's 100% certain like you might want your child to be a musician too, to follow your footprint.
Yeah.
But he wants to be a footballer.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? Like, do you think it's wrong?
That's what I'm telling you. Some families
Yeah, but
have
some
standard.
family,
They have standard.
Yeah.
They know like this like they say those days they say these people they are known for their oil business.
Yeah, do you know
They
this?
are known for
Do you know
they are
this
known for
movie?
that.
Do you know
You
this movie
understand?
Home Alone?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of the popular movies when we were growing up. Like this movie Home Alone, the guy, the kid, the father was a fed.
We are talking about
Yeah, the father was a.
reality, we are not talking
that-
about
It's not
movie.
movies. This is a
You
real life
understand?
story about he's a fed actor. He couldn't make it in his movie career. Then he pushed his child to act. Like he had to like put the kid even above his own the kid's limit. And at the end of the day, like this is not really what the kid wants to do. At the end of like after everything, after a year, he made it in the movie industry, but at the end of the day, he still quit because he doesn't have passion for acting. But the parents pushed him to like into acting, like because this is what the parents want. Like, yeah, I don't think it should be that way. I think the kids should be given the right to.
You are
choose what they want.
seeing the point in one particular way. I've given you instances and all those things where parents there is need
Yeah,
for parents
there is need
to
for
make
parents
this
to.
particular decision for
There are needs for parents to guide their kids.
They are God.
choose what
They
the
are
kids
God
want.
That you are seeing.
Yeah, they are the
Understand?
God you are seeing, but
You have
they
to-
shouldn't push you to
they
what
know
they
what-
want. It should be based on what you want.
What if what you want is not good? That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Sometimes you can make decisions. Those days,
Yeah,
these things happen. You want to do this, you want to do that, but it's not your thing. You can't do it. Definitely, mentally, spiritually, you are not fit. These people know you are not fit. It's their job to guide you. You don't understand?
Yeah, but one of the things I just do know very well is that like when parents push you to doing things you don't really want to do, like you face a lot of pressure because you'll be pressured like going to school, like you don't have passion for it. Yeah, life is pressure, but you don't have to.
You can't be afraid of pressure when you want to be somebody in life.
Yeah,
you have to.
this is an extra pressure to the real pressure
So
you are
what
facing
do you
already.
mean extra pressure? Are you saying that it has not worked for some families?
everyone, like, I think this is time, like, everyone should just air their view on this particular situation. Let's know what you think about this, and just drop your comments on the comment section. Let's see what you think about this particular issue. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you.